Okay.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Sudhama, your communication coach. I'm back again with Pep Talk. Be spoken and be heard, Pep Talk. Yes, today we have a very interesting personality. In fact, she is an avid reader and yes, avid reader of highbrow classics, and she's been writing for a pretty quite a long time. And also she has written 6 novels, which she'll be talking about it today. And yes, award-winning novels, right? And she is an assistant professor from in English in KVA College for Women, Karnal, Haryana. And she has been a meritorious student, and there's so many things to know about her. Well, with me, I have Shivangi Ramsey. Welcome, Shivangi, to Pep Talk.
Thank you, Sudha. Thank you so much.
It's really pleasure seeing you, that too when you're working and you came all the way to Pep Talk.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Right.
My pleasure.
Well, so walk us through your journey into the career of teaching. How did you get into it? Why did you choose to teach English?
It's very unfortunate in our country that teaching is considered to be a profession for rejects. People who can't become doctors, engineers, CEOs. People think they opt for teaching.
Right.
I'll tell you an interesting story. I recently met a high school teacher of mine, and the first question that she asked me was, what are you doing these days? I told her that I'm a teacher, I teach.
Okay.
She said, you were such a brilliant student, and I thought you would have become an IAS officer by now.
Right.
So I did not know how to answer her. But one thing is there, Sudha, I always wanted to be a teacher, and I have been a brilliant student. And the reason I was so interested in teaching was very simple. I wanted to empower women.
Okay.
I wanted to give courage and confidence to young girls that they can achieve their dreams. That there is more to life than getting married to strong and powerful men.
Awesome.
Right from our childhood, we have been taught that, we should get married to so and so person, maybe a doctor, an IAS officer, a successful engineer. We are never taught that we can be those things on our own. So this is the first thing that I teach my girls, that you are here. It's a privilege. It's a blessing. Please, marriage is important. Yes, but think beyond that. Think of having an identity of your own. Why dream of getting married to IAS officers, businessmen, industrialists, when you can be all those things on your own, So that is my vision, my dream.
So that inspired you to become a professor in English. And it seems like you love to break the stereotypical mindset of our Indian system.
Yeah, and the journey for me was relatively easy because I qualified NET in my first attempt itself.
Right.
And I worked for 1 year as a contractual teacher. And after that, I got a permanent job. So no struggles as such.
Right.
God has been kind. And I absolutely love my job. And the love that I receive from my students, it's unparalleled.
So true, so true. The students love and the concerns, even though if you are not coming, sometimes they'll call you and let you know that why aren't you coming to college? As if I had this experience. I had this experience. My teacher, my students
so many times.
Right. And that unconditional love of students. That's awesome.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So you have authored 6 novels and you've been writing for quite some time. Would you love to share more about this?
Sure. So writing is also somewhere related to my dream of inspiring women to have fulfilling lives.
Right.
And I thought that if I start writing, I'll be able to reach more women. You
Okay.
know, it's a beautiful creative medium. So I write romance. Yes, I write about people falling in love, but my women have agency. You know, they don't sit around waiting for their Prince Charming or something like
Yes,
that. You know,
absolutely.
they have fulfilling lives of their own. And when love happens, it only adds to their happiness.
True.
So I have written 6 books so far.
Okay.
Passionate Love,
Okay.
Mine for Tonight, Addicted to Love, Single and Sensational,
Right.
Straight from a Lover's Heart, Happiness and Hope, and they're all available on Amazon.
Okay. So why only romantic genre? I mean, why isn't like any other? Since you talk about empowerment and women strength, confidence, and all that. So I was wondering, why did you choose romance?
A very interesting question. See, Sudha, be it any woman, you know, no matter how successful you are, relationships remain central in
Right.
our lives, you know, and it does not make us any less, any inferior. It's just the way we are. You know, for me also, my relationships are very, very important. And for a woman, the way she conducts herself in a relationship, does she have power, you know, to have a say? You know,
Right.
does her man listen to her? Does he value her opinion? So
Right.
such things matter to me, and through my writings, I want to show that yes, it is possible to be a woman and at the same time to have a voice, to have a backbone. So, you know, it does not make you anti male, it does not make you less feminine, it just makes you more aware, more strong. So,
Right.
yeah.
Beautiful. I'm a bit curious to know of all these 6 novels that you have written. It seems like women will be the most dominating one in expressing her love. Is it something like that? Will it be like that?
Yeah.
Your characters.
Yeah.
So it's like you
Yeah.
just mentioned that.
I just,
Yes, go ahead.
you know, had a word with a radio jockey. It was an interview, and she asked me that, you know, do you write about the kind of women who don't hesitate to propose men they like? I said, yes, absolutely.
Right.
They believe in making the first move. And if the guy is shy, then they won't hold themselves back. They don't hesitate, and they can accept a no gracefully.
Right.
So they live life on their own terms. You
Right.
know, they are always in charge.
Right. Absolutely. So when it comes to unconditional love or expressing or making the first move, why should be gender biased? It can be anyone. Anybody can
Yes,
make the move, right? Awesome.
absolutely.
Since you're English, you're uh, teaching English literature, but my question is to the people who English, when you talk about English, it is the it's the 7-letter word, which is magical and mystical. And for Indian, especially non-native speakers, it's something still not being achieved. So how do you work with students who struggle with English? Of course, you teach English literature, but this is to the people who have a fear of speaking in English. What do you
You
advise?
know, yeah, I'm glad that you asked this question because I teach students who come from rural areas,
Right.
and this fear is huge.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yes.
They think that they can't conquer this language. They feel they will never be able to speak it.
Right.
And I tell them one thing, that being intelligent and being fluent in English are two different things. So
Absolutely.
don't confuse the two.
Right.
It's fine if you don't know English.
Right.
But you should know what you want to know, what
Right.
you want to convey. English is just a language,
Absolutely.
practice it, read good books, watch movies with subtitles if
Right.
possible, and practice speaking as much as you can. And don't hesitate to make mistakes. We are
Right.
human, and English is a foreign language, and that is how we will overcome our fears, by
Right.
taking one step at a time.
So
So, this is what I tell my students.
wow. Being a communication coach and English fluency coach that I do, I can completely connect you when people come to me and ask me, just correct our accent. How can we correct accent when you have to work
I
on your
know.
vocabulary, you have to work on your, those are the prime things. People are crazy for being a grammar Nazi. You know, they think grammar is everything. That's what language is all about.
Yes.
For suggesting such important tips for those who are watching us, right? Yeah, so here comes your question on your UGC net. You are a UGC net qualified twice, not just once, twice, where
Yeah.
people think it's a forlorn thing. It's very difficult to crack. So what are your suggestions on UGC net, those who are aspiring for UGC or any sort of competitive exams?
Sudha, my tips are very simple. First and foremost is fall in love with literature.
Okay,
You know, don't have uh, too many fears,
right,
and don't be result oriented right in the beginning.
okay,
Just study a lot, revise periodically,
right,
take mock tests online,
right,
and listen to your seniors.
okay,
They are expert in this field by now. They have experience, and you can learn from their mistakes.
right,
And lastly, think of it as just another competition.
okay,
Yes, it is important, but there are so many things in life that are even more important. I'll
absolutely,
tell you something. When I gave my first attempt, I was preparing simultaneously for civil services exam.
okay,
It's the middle class dream, So my parents also wanted me to qualify for the IAS,
okay,
but my heart wasn't in it,
right,
Uh, yes, I could not qualify the exam, and I did not even study for NET. I
okay.
just sat for 15 days
Uh-huh.
and I put in all the effort, and I could qualify it. Why? Because I love this subject.
Okay,
So, having a passion for reading will take you far if you
right,
want to qualify for UGC NET.
right. So one short tip from your end is be passionate. Things will eventually
Yes,
fall in line. Right.
be driven.
Thank you. So how are you connected with your students during this lockdown?
Lockdown has been a blessing for me because I completed 2 books,
Okay.
during the lockdown time. And the biggest learning has been I have learned to travel within.
Okay.
We think so much about the outside world. कि उसने आज मुझे ये बोल दिया, मेरा उस फ्रेंड से झगड़ा हो गया.
Okay.
We get upset over
Right.
such small things.
Right.
And then I decided that this is not how I want to live the rest of my life. I want to be more aware. I want to be more mindful of my
Right.
choices in life. And now, what people say, that outside world, it does not impact me.
Right.
So, this is my biggest takeaway from the nationwide lockdown imposed on us.
Okay.
I have learned to be proud of my choices in life.
Wow.
So, I
So
guess mastering my own self,
okay.
that has been the biggest skill.
And how are you connected to your students through? I mean, during this lockdown or social distancing, and this all the institutions being closed, it seems like your college is also being closed. And how did you manage with your
Yeah,
students?
we
Updating the-
recently reopened, but only for teachers.
Okay.
So technology has been a big blessing.
Okay.
So I zoom in on my students.
Right.
There's Google Meet,
Okay.
WhatsApp,
Oh.
email, PPTs, so many options. And they are so eager. A few of my students had not submitted their assignments and they're due. And I told them, will you be able to finish the task over Google Classroom? And they were like, yes, ma'am. And they were so eager, so energetic about the whole thing that it made me feel awesome, and so alive after so long. Can't tell you. So, yes.
So,
we have been
lockdown
in
is truly a boon for you. Like you are exploring yourself. There is inner self. You're spending time with yourself, and your students are online all the time with you.
Can you repeat, please?
Seems like you are enjoying your lockdown, the lockdown, nationwide lockdown. It's a boon.
Yeah.
There's lots of inner self
Yeah.
learning, introspection about what to, what not to.
Yes.
Right. Well,
and Sudha, trust me, it has been a blessing, and I recommend it to everybody. Please start meditating because it will bring about a major change in your life.
Okay.
And it is the need of the hour. We are so stressed out by everything happening all around us that maybe, spirituality is the answer to everything that is wrong.
So well said. Right from the mouth of the horse, you're just giving us the best of the best tips that we need right now.
Thank you so much.
As because most of our viewers are students from student communities. The whole intention of Pep Talk is that I want to focus on students. So if people listen to you, one tip that is enough to make their day better. Well, coming to your hobbies, what are your hobbies and interests? You must have spent some time with your hobbies also, I guess, during this time.
Yeah, I love reading. So I don't know. There'll be people who will find it boring, but most of my days spent with books. Then I write a lot. Okay. I watch Netflix. I spend time with my mom, my friends, and I do laundry. I love doing it. This is so weird. But
sounds interesting.
It relaxes me.
Quite interesting.
And yeah, very interesting. And I love doing art. I paint, I draw. So anything which is creative, it has my heart.
Right. So I read somewhere that you are a huge coffee lover and you love going to bistros and coffee shops. So do you miss those nowadays?
Absolutely, because going to a coffee shop was my escape, my me time. I am a kind of person who likes to spend a lot of time with herself. Right. To introspect, to think about plots for my book. So I do miss the warmth and coziness of a cafe. Right, but now I've realized that, a well-made coffee at your home is even more amazing. So now there has been a switch.
Right, because homemades are made with love. So obviously you have to be
with affection.
Right. So here come some misconceptions and statements that are made from some non-teaching people. It's not mine, they're just statements. I don't know, you just have to tell me if they're true or false. Especially if you've been into English. So here's a question for you. Your grammar should be flawless because you're an English professor. How true is this?
No. No. Absolutely. No. Yeah. See, as I said, we are not native speakers of English.
Right.
So there are times when even I make mistakes, but the important thing is to learn.
Right.
be open to grasp new ideas. So it's not true. I have seen people, very senior professors, who make mistakes, and it's fine.
Right.
As long as they improve, yeah, it's fine.
So, being flawless is impossible, I guess. We are humans.
It is.
We have all flaws, all sort of
Yes.
flaws, right?
Yes.
So the next statement: anybody who can talk can also teach. How true is this?
If you spend time with me, I don't talk that much.
Right.
I am very reserved and I talk only with people who are close to me.
Okay.
So I'm a very silent kind of a person.
Right.
But when I'm in class, even those 40 minutes are less for me because I have a passion for teaching.
Right.
So at times, I drag on, and my students, they give me killing looks, ma'am. Your time is over.
Okay.
Just take attendance and move on. So I guess it's more about knowledge.
Right.
Talking does not mean that you have something meaningful to share.
Right.
So yeah,
So you
again, not true.
you keep all your energy stored for your classes, I guess. You don't talk much.
Yes, yes.
So,
You have unlocked my secret.
right. So here comes another one. Teaching is all about crowd controlling, motivation, and housekeeping.
Very true. Teachers are manipulators in the sense they mold the personality of their students.
Right.
And आप कोई भी पुराना ग्रंथ पढ़ लीजिए हमारे रिलीजन का, उसमें टीचर्स का बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट रोल है. दे कैन मेक योर करियर, दे कैन डिस्ट्रॉय योर करियर.
Right.
आपको अच्छा इंसान बना सकते हैं, आपको बुरा इंसान भी बना सकते हैं. सो दे हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ पावर ओवर योर माइंड. सो यस, टीचर्स में होता है वो गुड.
So a good teacher can make or break someone's life.
बिल्कुल, I agree.
So I've learned so much. I guess our viewers are watching us and enjoying your talk, your insights about your thoughts on teaching and learning how to be mindful throughout the lockdown. So here comes our interesting segment, rapid question round. So are you ready for it?
Yeah, my favorite round.
Okay, here comes. So how is Shivangi's typical day? How do you spend your day throughout?
I wake up early in the morning. I do cardio. I run on my treadmill and I do stretching exercises. I do yoga. I meditate. Then I read for a couple of minutes. Then I get ready for college. I come back. I rest. I start reading again. I write. I watch TV. I cook at times. I meet friends. Then I sleep.
Oh, wow, that's pretty sorted out. It's just the same every day?
Not really, but Sudha, I am a creature of habit. Just the other day, I was talking to my mom that if something disrupts my routine, it upsets me.
Oh.
So I have a bit of OCD कि हर चीज ना ऐसे लाइन में होनी चाहिए. Okay, laundry 7 बजे हो जानी चाहिए, dinner 8 बजे. So I have that quirk, you can say.
Now
but I do go on holidays.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I get what's with this laundry?
Yeah. So I do travel. I go on vacations and I absolutely enjoy it. I go on dates also.
Wow. Congratulations on that.
Yeah. So professors are not boring,
No, thanks for making it clear that you are ready. I mean, people can think on that too. The list of things you just gave that really meant, oh no, let's not make a move. But thankfully, you just cleared the air. Right. Well, so if you aren't a professor or writing or not sorting out all the day, what would you be doing?
I guess professionally you want to ask?
Anything that you have, professional as a career, or what would you settle in?
I guess I would have been a journalist or an IPS officer
Right.
because I like, that kind of work.
Okay.
और personally, मुझे लगता है I would, have a small coffee shop in the hills.
I was
उसमें
thinking
books
this would be
होंगी,
your answer.
art pieces होंगे. So that is my retirement plan.
Okay. So starting your
मैं
own coffee
कसौली चली
shop.
जाऊंगी वहां पर
So
या
start,
कॉफी शॉप खोलूंगी
okay.
और जो बुक लवर्स होंगे उनको
Right.
डिस्काउंट मिलेगा
Oh,
स्पेशल.
so this is just not the part of our discussion. I mean, today's session, but I'm curious to know: do you get your plots from watching things happening in a coffee shop? Because I see that there's so many things happening in a coffee shop, not
Yes,
just
yes,
people coming for a coffee or sip of coffee.
yes.
There's so many things happening when you look around. So, do you get your stories from the coffee shops?
At times, yes.
Okay.
As you said, so much happens in those coffee shops. So friends are having fun and couples are fighting at
Mhm.
times, and those high society ladies, they are having huge discussions on fashion,
Yeah.
makeup. So it's a very lively place,
Right.
and I like people watching. So I do get my ideas
Right.
from there,
Right.
So
So
yes.
it's not just coffee, but so many
And
things are
I
brewing
guess
in your mind.
80% of it is from my own imagination, and rest of it is reality.
Oh,
So it's a mix of both.
so somewhere in your 6 novels, there's some real characters, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well.
And
So,
some of my friends, they approach me and they tell me that Shivangi, you have to write a book about us. And yes, if
right.
you read my books, you will see a bit of myself and bit of my friends. So yeah,
Well, we will definitely
it's
love to go
inspired
through.
from reality.
Right. Okay. So there's a spark in every book, I guess. We can see
Yes,
Shivangi somewhere in those characters.
yes, yes, you can.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, what is that one book you will always love to read and recommend first-time readers?
Sudha, the book that inspired me the most in life is The Fountainhead. And I recommend it to everybody,
Okay.
and I read it every other month, you can say, when I'm feeling low, when I need motivation, because it is such a motivating book.
Hmm.
And the hero is amazing. मैंने वैसा हीरो लिटरेचर में कहीं नहीं देखा, his morality is so strong and he is uncompromising as far as his values and principles are concerned. So
Okay.
he is my real hero.
Who inspires you in teaching? Anyone who inspired you in teaching?
What inspired me to teach?
Someone, anyone, any personality, or your mom, anyone in your life?
My mother, she has been the biggest influence uh, of my life. वो single parent है, and she has done an amazing job. इतने struggles के साथ और इतनी मुश्किलों के साथ उन्होंने मुझे जो upbringing दी. She's a teacher herself, and a teacher does not earn much. There were times when they were making peanuts. अब तो salaries काफी ज्यादा हो गई हैं.
Right.
मुझे याद नहीं आता कि कभी किसी चीज के लिए मना किया हो. आज भी अगर मैं कोई अनरीजनेबल डिमांड रखती हूँ कि मुझे हैंडबैग चाहिए, नो मैटर हाउ एक्सपेंसिव इट इज, she'll get it for me. ये तो मटेरियल कंफर्ट हो गया. बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, जो उन्होंने मुझे वैल्यूज दी हैं, टू बी अ स्ट्रॉन्ग वुमन and to live my life with honesty, courage, fearlessness, those teachings are, priceless.
Right.
So
That
I
means you
guess
are.
my mom is my favorite teacher.
Wow. So the credit goes to your mom,
Yeah.
who you are today. Beautiful. So any tips to aspiring new
Yes,
age
yes.
English professors or who want to get into English teaching?
Yes. First of all, please work on your language.
Right.
Please read a lot and please be patient. Not every student in your classroom would be the same.
True.
कोई बहुत brilliant होगा, कोई बिल्कुल average होगा, but they all have their own, I can say every student is unique in the sense that there's a hidden talent in all of them.
Right.
Now it depends on you how you shape them up कि वो उस talent को discover कर पाए.
Right.
And please don't be super strict. Be friendly. You know, keep the channel of communication open. आपसे डरे नहीं, आपकी respect करे in the real sense.
True.
डंडा दिखा के respect लेना बहुत आसान है. पर प्यार से दिल जीतना उतना ही मुश्किल होता है.
That I can really see such genuine.
That's all.
Such genuinely, when you make such genuine statements, it's evident that you are a most favored teacher, I guess, in your student communities. I don't know, but you must be saying that. Well, this has been a rapid question round.
Strict भी हूँ मैं and deadlines के मामले में बहुत particular हूँ.
Okay.
But I don't believe in interfering too much in their lives.
Okay.
एक दो बार अगर कैंटीन में बंक करते हुए आपने देख भी लिया, so what?
Right.
You know, chill out.
Right.
क्या आपने बंक नहीं किया था?
Exactly.
Remember those days.
Right.
Your college life.
Right.
It's fine. अगर वो 28 days आपकी क्लास में आ रही है, 2 दिन कॉफी भी पी ली, let them enjoy.
Not a big deal.
उतनी freedom देनी चाहिए.
Right. So you are truly a new age teacher for your students. Let them have their coffee breaks and come back to you, finish their deadlines.
Yes. Yes, yes.
So we are almost to the end of Pep Talk, but I won't leave you until you answer this rhetorical question. So
Sure.
here it goes. What if you're stranded in an island and there's no one around to rescue you? How do you see the situation?
I guess for the first few days, I will take it as a blessing. I'll be finish a book, but you know, there's a difference between isolation, which is self-inflicted, and isolation, which is forced upon you.
Yes.
So for the rest of my time, I'll be thinking ways of escaping my isolation. So first part mein I'll write books.
Okay.
I'll introspect. Second half mein I'll be cooking strategies for my exit.
Right. So survival skills of your own. You have something called writing and then check out the strategies. Make the strategies.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So that has been a great talk with you, Shivangi. And how did you enjoy Pep Talk? Any suggestions and comments?
You know, I absolutely loved it because when we connected and I already knew a lot about you, you're doing an amazing job, and young ladies like you, they inspire me truly. You know, I feel so happy. And when you gave me the list of questions, I was super excited. Ki bas ye ho jaye. You know, because each and every question was simply superb. So keep doing lovely talks, keep inviting, you know, good speakers, and wish you all the best.
Any sign off message to our guests, also to our viewers who are watching us? Any message to them?
Yeah, sure. Read my books first of all, and then on a more serious note, just be happy, you know, and enjoy every single second of your life, because life is a blessing. It's a gift.
That's a beautiful sign-off message to all our viewers and so to Pep Talk. Thank you, Shivangi, for joining me on Pep Talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sudha. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, Shivangi. Bye-bye. Yes, people, you're watching us, right? So that's a Shivangi Ramsey from Haryana. And she spoke so much about life. More than teaching, she spoke about how teaching has evolved her and how her mother been an role model for her as a teacher. And yes, don't forget to sip your coffee and enjoy our pep talk. And don't forget to leave thumbs up. And hey, as Shivangi mentioned, do check her books because they are absolutely on a romantic note. Yes, if you are a hardcore romantic book lover, then you should definitely check her books. What say, Shivangi? Yes. So bye again, and I'll be back with yet another interesting pep talk session. Till then, stay happy and keep smiling. Bye-bye, everyone.